You had Dre's undivided attention. To have him very hyped and motivated is, one of the best places an artist can find himself in
Mm.
is in the room with Dre, and he's hyped and motivated about, you know, making this song what it's supposed to be. It's gonna be work. It ain't gonna be just go in there and rap your lyrics and come out. He
Mhm.
gonna get every phrase and every line perfect. And so I knew, like, if I just went to the studio with some ideas that, he may pick a few of them, implement them into the song, and to see that process too is incredible. So I think it was a lot of friendly competition because we was all trying to
Mhm.
outrhyme each other. DLC doesn't get a lot of credit for writing a lot of those verses.
The
But
doc.
DLC, the doc, he wrote a lot of that of Easy's verses on not only his album but on NWA too. So we was just all trying to outdo each other, outrhyme each other, and because Dre tell you straight up, like, if you ain't dope, you're not going on the record.
Mm.
And if you listen to the record, it's some records that some people own, some records that some people ain't.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
he didn't come with it that day. So,
Mm.
he give you a chance to go back and try to make it right. And he'll take your ass off of that record. And that's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it like working with Dre? I mean, like you said, he kind of took you under his arm and kind of taught you part of the game. But what is it like? What kind of mad scientist is he back there? Because I've seen someone like Kobe work and what his brain and how crazy he is with perfection and being great. Is it similar with Dre?
Yeah. At some points it's frustrating because you like, this shit is bananas. And it's not for him yet. You know what I mean? It's like, not quite. And you like, what? And you don't understand. You like, what's wrong with my ears, man? You going in the bathroom, you shaking your ears out. You're like, what? I don't hear. This
Mhm.
shit is crazy. And man, he'll shelf that song. You'll never hear it again.
Mm.
And you'll be like, man, what about the song we did '04? That you still holding on to? That shit a hit now. Like, nah, man, we gotta do something new. So, that could be frustrating.
Mhm.
But when you let them go, they usually right. So it's just, I mean, how is it in the kitchen with your mama when she cooking Thanksgiving dinner? You know what I'm saying? You step back and try not to get in the fucking way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And like, when do we
That's
eat?
your best
You
bet.
know what I mean?
Mm.
That's how it's like. When
Mm.
you just going, smelling around, you seeing, all the musicians there, and it's gonna be hot. You just gotta worry about your rhymes and your delivery.
People always ask me why I post so many Ice Cube clips. It's not because y'all keep telling me that I look like Ice Cube. It's not because y'all keep telling me that I sound like Ice Cube. The reason I post so many Ice Cube clips is because of this. He is somebody who, throughout his entire career, no matter who it is, he's been very transparent about what they contributed and how gifted and talented they truly are. And to hear somebody who's one of the greatest rappers of all time talk about someone who's one of the greatest producers and one of the greatest engineers of all time and how it is working in the studio with him is something that I think that we shouldn't take for granted. And inside this clip, there's things that we can learn. Per usual on this channel, there's a lot of things that he said that I think producers and engineers and artists and rappers and singers can all take away from this. So if you're anybody that is involved in the music creation process, you need to watch this entire video as I go through the things that we can actually take away from this. Ice Cube and Dr. Dre and the writing sessions for Straight Outta Compton back in the 80s, that still apply today. So make sure you stay all the way to the end. Before you do that, hit like, hit share, comment, subscribe, follow, save. And when you're done with this one, make sure you watch another video of mine on YouTube.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond.
My name is Dorian from Group82University.com, and right here we got Ice Cube talking about Dr. Dre's producing genius. So when I first started making music and I started going into the studio, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I ain't know what mixing was. I didn't know anything. And the way it is for anybody that's making music, when you go into the studio and you pay for studio time, most engineers are not going to help you. They're going to help you help them where you can record at the optimal level so they can mix it how they usually want to, but they're not going to help you and customize everything for you or coach you or give you tips. And I used to wonder why this was. Like, if you work in music every single day, you in the studio every single day, why would you not give people tips on how they can get better? Why would you not give people tips on, change this word to this because it has the same meaning, but it shortens the cadence, which shortens the syncopation, which allows that sound to hit on the snare a lot harder than if you said some other sound like I don't know. But that's something that you need to be thinking about when you're writing your songs. These are things that engineers understand. These are things that producers understand. And anybody who's a music maker, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So write in the comments so you can explain it to everybody else. And the reason that most engineers and producers don't do this is because they don't have the knowledge. They aren't equipped to help anyone. They aren't equipped to teach anyone. They are there to mix and make money. And a lot of them ain't even mixing. They're just throwing on presets and cleaning up your breath a little bit and taking out and getting it good enough where they can give it to you. You can post it on your SoundCloud page, which I told y'all was dumb to begin with. So if you're gonna find yourself in a position with a producer or engineer you really admire, I don't care how many big placements they have. I don't care who they work with. Look at their workflow. Look at how they are helping you get better. Are they coaching you? Are they giving you tips? Are they someone that truly understands how to make an artist feel welcome and creative inside the studio? Are you able to be vulnerable with that engineer? Or do you feel like you gotta hold stuff back? Are they someone that takes this serious? Are they someone that's just trying to get hoes and snort coke? Which one is it? And you gotta figure that out. I know for me in my life experiences when it came to the studio, when I came across engineers that were super serious, I was able to make a lot more music and I was able to put out things that were higher quality than people that were just playing around. Studio time isn't free. When I go to the studio, it's game time. So I don't have time for people to be playing around with me. And Dr. Dre is somebody that everyone knows doesn't play. And Dr. Dre is someone who takes on that same mentality when he's working on his music, as Ice Cube told us right here. Another thing I want y'all to really take away from this clip is you heard Matt Barnes talk about Kobe, because Dre and Kobe have a similar mentality. It's called the Mamba mentality. Obviously, it's named after Kobe, rest in peace. But it's not so much as like Kobe coined hard work and mental toughness. It's not really what it is. It's just Nike used it as a promotional campaign, so that's something that we still use when we talk about Kobe Bryant. But the mentality of a Mamba is someone that is just going to get things done by any means necessary. You heard Ice Cube talk about how Dr. Dre would have him do the same thing over and over and over again because he wanted to make sure that his shit was right. He wanted to make sure if I'm going to put my name on this, we're going to put this out to the world, that it's something that we can be proud of. And a lot of people don't take that approach to content creation. A lot of people don't take that approach to making music. A lot of people don't take that approach to their life. So when they come across people who work hard and have that mentality like a Kobe Bryant, like a Dr. Dre, they get offended because you don't understand how hard work truly is. If you ain't trying to bust your ass, you can't be in this. If you're not trying to sit there and listen to the same 808 for an hour and a half straight to make sure it's tuned right so it don't clash with the rest of the mix, you can't do this. And a lot of y'all keep wondering why you're not having success. How serious do you take this? If you're someone who's serious, you got dope music, you just need to market it. You gotta know how to market it yourself. So go to my website, Group82University.com. Purchase our class, How to Market Your Music on Social Media. The class is originally $2,000. Right now, the class is $1,000, but you can get started for only $250 if you use PayPal credit. An outstanding system that allows you to get the entire class for an introductory price. You set up a payment plan through PayPal. You're able to get enrolled right now for only $250. So if you on Instagram, click that link up top. You on YouTube, click that link in the box. Mouth the pond. Y'all stay true.
Rotate. Rotate, 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 rotate.
Group82University.com.